Welcome, FNUS57 here. Once again, I'm back on Call of Duty Black Ops 6 on the Xbox Series X, and we have yet another awesome glitch for you today, folks. So this one is the return of one of the ones that I didn't quite get to mess with in the beginning. So this is going to allow you to farm unlimited, really whatever you want. XP, gobblegums, high rounds, not so much weapon XP or camos, but you'll, be able to get closer to those million zombie kills for the Dark Ops challenge, or really whatever you want to do. Maybe Prestige Master 1000 if you're really looking to grind kills. So, I'm going to go ahead and show you what you need to do. First and foremost, the setup for this is going to be a little bit longer and will require a few specific items, so I'll be honest, it's not going to be for everyone, but if you want to try it, follow the steps in the video to do this correctly, because it is one that has been out there before, the unlimited or infinite chopper gunner. Unfortunately, that was fixed several patches ago. However, it has reared its head again with just a slight alteration to exactly how you initiate this glitch. So, follow along. If you need a walkthrough for the Easter egg, there will be a link in the description as well as timestamps in the description. In order to start this, we're going to need a couple of things. First of all, we need squad fill off. We must be playing in a standard match, not directed mode, and we must be playing in a solo game. On that, it's going to be the map Liberty Falls, so you can guess probably where this is going. We don't need any specific weapons, augments, or really anything of that nature. It's entirely personal preference. You may wish to not use Dying Wish, as some folks have reported that that has glitched out for them. So if you want to be extra sure, I recommend that you take Dying Wish off, but it really doesn't matter. It's personal preference at the end of the day. Primary weapon can be whatever you want. A really good weapon to do this with is the GS45, and just to make this easier for the purposes of recording, I will be bringing in a few higher level gumballs. However, you don't actually need them. There is only one gumball for this that you do actually need, and that is the free fire gumball. So make sure that you have at least one of those gumballs and are willing to use it. Now, at the start of the game here, it doesn't really matter what you do. I didn't get to test this too much simply because I was doing a lot of testing for the previous glitch that I uploaded the video on of doing the 400% increased weapon damage, which is still working this morning, but I would not recommend combining that with this, simply because it is better if we have our melee weapon. So at the start of the game, you can use the Rampage Inducer if you want to, and pretty much all we need to do is we need to build points and progress through the Liberty Falls main Easter egg steps relatively as quick as possible. So I will leave that up to you how you wish to do that, with just a couple of little recaps on the Easter egg points, obviously time-stamped in the description before. Now, what you want to do is make sure that you prioritize points and you prioritize earning as much as salvage as possible. If you will be using the GS45s, I recommend buying them off of the wall once you have your zombies build set. And when you do that, I would recommend, if you are not going to use Hidden Power, I have a bunch of them, so for the video I'm going to use that, but if you're not going to use it, wait till wave 10 before you buy the GS45 off the wall, because it will be blue, and that'll save you 1500 salvage. So go ahead and play out really the first few waves until you either get 1250 salvage, where you can craft the Mangler arm cannon, or wave 11, whichever comes first.
You're handling this well.
Now, I should note, it is possible to smack this vending machine right here, and you can get good things out of it, as long as you do not have melee macchiato. You can smack it once every round. That's actually only the second time that I did get a ray gun, But I wanted to leave that in there just to show it's a good idea to smack the vending machine. It's not necessary. You might get a free perk. You might get some point salvage, you know, random stuff, or you may just get some general junk. It really is completely random. If you get the ray gun, feel free to keep the ray gun and take that into the boss fight. If you don't get the ray gun, though, that is perfectly fine. The GS45s do a really good job for this, and if you do get lucky enough to grab a double points early on, then what you want to do is you want to make sure that you grab the free double points that's located over here. All you have to do is come over to this section of the map, aim above the window air conditioner, and shoot the double points that's in the window. That'll give you a free 1,000 points because of the double points. It can be shot at any point in the game, but you might as well take advantage of it if you get an early double points. Okay, back to meeting you once we have the salvage we need.
That's gonna attract some attention. Keep the hostiles clear. We need to build pressure behind that valve.
All aboard Weaver's Death Express.
That must have been Dennis Riffle. Church groundskeeper. Good guy. Seems his luck didn't stick around in the end, though. Wonder what the key's for. All right, Riffle. Let's see what you've been keeping locked up in here.
If you're downrange, you're dead meat.
Jackpot. That's the wiring for the jet gun. Is that a design for a weapon? Looks like you already found some of the parts. A Thrust-A-Dime Model 23, huh? Definitely not Janus sanctioned. But that doesn't matter now, does it? That's Dr. Levine. Joined the physics team last year. Nice enough guy, but weird. Oh no. Dr. Billy's here. My favorite egghead. Not just book smart, but street smart.
That is all of them. No question, that's all.
So, what exactly does that thing do?
LTG, Limited Transdimensional Gateway. The LTG summons high-value targets so we can steal their life energy. My colleagues.
Gateway portal stabilizing.
That HVT may hit hard, but we hit harder. Light them up.
Yes. You've got it on its heels. Now lure it where it can fill an ether canister. The trap is working. Kill it there while you can.
Our HVT is
Max ammo. And the ether canister is filled. Excellent work, my new friends. Splendid. We are locked and loaded, yes? That's one of the projectors we are looking for.
What exactly does it project?
Light elemental particles.
Portal beam initializing. Gateway portal stabilizing.
hitting a dark ether power source, and it looks pissed.
Harvest its energy.
Okay, panel. My team did their part.
Max ammo. Just get that to my location.
Alright, so once you've prepared for the Easter egg, what you want to do is make sure that you have a chopper gunner. You can get one as a drop from a special zombie, or in the vault, or even just craft one with salvage, like you've seen me do there. And then if you need to get any upgrades, any points saved up for Pack-a-Punch, points saved up for ammo, really any upgrades at all, go ahead and take your time to do that. And then when you are finally all ready, we're going to head to the church, but we're not going to actually start the boss fight just yet. Upon being prepared for the final boss fight, make your way to the church and inside to the area that says Dark Ether, and then make sure that you do not leave this area that says Dark Ether. This step is very important, and this is where things differ a little bit. We want to make sure that we are in here for what the game considers one full round. So if you want to be really safe, just play out the rest of the round when you enter the church area, and then also play out a following round. So I entered on 21, which is technically fine, but we could play out all of 22 if we wanted to, just to be safe. Again, entirely personal preference though at the end of the day, but once you feel comfortable and you're in here, what you're going to do is you're going to wait for an enemy to spawn, and then you know that the new round has started, so you're going to go pause the game, and you are going to go to save and quit. Now this is making sure that you have everything that you need, all of your upgrades, you had your chopper gunner, you have your free fire gobblegum in your pocket so that it's ready to go, and you have any perks or anything like that that you want. So I didn't show all of the Easter egg steps simply because most people know them. If you don't, again, a link to the full walkthrough is in the description of this video. Now when you're ready to go back in, you're going to just simply reload the save file that we just saved at, and we will be right back in the church. So as you can see, upon loading into the game, we are loading in to the church in the Dark Ether. Now, usually you'll load back in and it will be a bug wave, which is actually really good in my case because I kind of needed the additional ammo.
Max ammo.
So being that we are ready for this fight, we are going to go ahead and activate the generator.
Activate the simultaneous.
And pretty much we're just doing the final boss fight. Now, the more upgrades you have and the more additional points and everything you have, the easier that this will be. But at the end of the day, personal preference, it's not really that difficult. So just make your way through this fight till you get to the final boss itself. And then right before you will kill it, that's where things get very interesting, and that's where I'll meet you. So, I'm doing my best to make the video as short as possible, but because the timing on this is going to be very tricky, I want to make sure that I explain it before I actually do it. So pretty much you're going to get through this point where once you've killed a bunch of zombies and you've killed manglers and everything, you're going to be facing a named abomination. And this guy is pretty tanky, so you do have plenty of time to do this. But you want to be ready. So once you get him down to a very low amount of health, then what we will be doing is we will be killing him, waiting exactly 4 seconds, and then pressing the button, whatever keybind you have it set up for, to go ahead and activate our chopper gunner. And the reason why this is very important is on the timing, we're not supposed to be able to activate the chopper gunner during this fight. However, we will be able to activate the chopper gunner because technically the fight will be over at that particular moment. Very important. And if done correctly, we will be in the chopper gunner, and then we will be taken out of the chopper gunner by force, and at that point put into the cutscene. Now, when that happens, we will then be able to actually use our chopper gunner after the cutscene. Now you can see this guy is pretty close to dying. So at this point, I want to get rid of any of my additional gobblegums, so I can make it as easy as possible after the cutscene to activate the free fire gobblegum. We do not use the free fire gobblegum during this fight, so make sure you hold on to it. This fight does get kind of crazy. Sometimes it makes you wish that you had armor plates, that's for sure. If things get a little bit hectic, you can always use your Shadow Rift if you brought that in. Or not Shadow Rift, but Ether Shroud. And that's why I have a max ammo gumball. So now all that I have is my free fire gumball. That's the only gumball I have. It doesn't matter, you can have other ones. And we're just going to take a decoy and put that over there so that we can focus on this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to pull up the chopper gunner. And right about there, I might have been a half second fast, but we will be put into the cutscene here. And at this point, you can either watch the cutscene or you can skip the cutscene. It doesn't matter. Obviously, we're going to want to continue playing. And this is going to put us back on top of the spawn roof with a number of things. So, obviously, a whole bunch of different stuff here. And then we can switch weapons, and we'll have our chopper gunner, but we can't move. So what you want to do is immediately activate your free fire gumball. And we can press Y to bring out a weapon and move around. And we basically have the mule kick glitch. So at this point, if you want to get anything, pick up any of that loot, you can. But now the next step here is really, really important. So with the free fire gobblegum active, we will be able to have unlimited ammo for the chopper gunner. Unfortunately, we can't move while we're doing this, and it looks really weird, but everything dies super fast. So it's a good trade-off. Again, you can pick up whatever loot you want, try to get yourself some ammo, some armor plates, but when you first have this minigun out, it only has 2 bullets. So prior to activating free fire, do not shoot the minigun. Do not shoot this invisible chopper gunner because it only has 2 bullets. Now, while free fire is active, just hold down the trigger, and right when free fire ends, when that gumball goes away, you want to make sure that you are holding down this trigger. And the reason for that is how we activate the final part of this glitch. So now we have unlimited free fire on the minigun. Again, you can do whatever you want here. You can grab perks. You can literally just do anything that your heart desires, and you can switch weapons as many times as you want back to the lovely minigun. Again, you can't move while you have the minigun out, or the chopper gunner, so just bear that in mind. Of course, we have our free perkaholic, and the only thing that we are short on is wonderful armor plates. So, in order to finish off this glitch, you can go ahead, run around the map, play like normal, switch to your chopper gunner and just kill zombies for fun. But to make things super, super entertaining, what we're going to do is we're going to go up here onto the vault roof. We're going to go ahead and jump here. We are going to hold back on our movement stick so that we kind of are in an urban prone position. And then we're going to pull out our wonderful minigun. And we're just going to sit here and hold down the trigger. So at this point, have fun just murdering a ridiculous amount of zombies. Obviously, this is not great for XP for a weapon because we're not using a weapon and you can't really work on camo challenges, but you can sit here and work on your million zombie kills. Profile XP for maybe Master Prestige 1000, high round count, or gobblegum farming. Of course, if you want to make this even more entertaining and you're actively playing, you can go ahead and try to shoot the zombies off the buildings, but they're all going to hop up or jump down in the same spot, so you pretty much can almost go completely AFK here. And we'll see how long I can sit here before I actually get the AFK timer. But that's basically how this glitch works. You will periodically take a little bit of damage from like a mangler or an elite zombie, but having a couple extra armor plates or an ether shroud, a decoy, just something to buy you time, more than negates this. Since we also have Vulture Aid now with the increased pickup distance, if I was to switch back to a regular weapon so I could move forward, I would be able to suck up any armor plates that dropped in that pile and just, you know, have them for in case of emergencies. So I'll sit here and show you this on a little bit higher round. Obviously, if you found this strategy helpful, please do me a huge favor. Smash that like button, leave me a nice spicy comment, and if you haven't done so already, consider subscribing with notifications on so you never miss out on another video. Yes, folks, this is not technically a new glitch. The unlimited chopper gunner has been around for a while, but it was patched only to return. Pretty much like the Terminator. I'll be back. Anyways, see you on a higher round. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Till next time, my brothers and sisters, thy legion, stay frosty.
Tear them to pieces.
So I would love to show you gameplay from an even higher round, but unfortunately I'm running out of hard drive space. That is on my wish list. I need a new external hard drive for recording. But anyways, this is wave 57. Funny enough, it's going to be a spider wave. You can see we've just been sitting here, and I actually have not been kicked for being AFK, despite the fact that the match has been going for another 44 minutes, and all we have been doing is sitting here with the minigun, just letting it kill all of the enemies. Pretty insane, if you ask me. Obviously, we're not getting any weapon XP, but we are getting profile XP, just tearing through rounds, and of course, unlocking more gobblegums and making progress towards our 1 million zombie kills. Just to show that this is working past health cap, we're on round 58, a normal zombies wave, and still just completely shredding the zombies. You might occasionally take a slight bit of damage from a mangler or elite zombie, but right now, with the way this is, it's confirmed. You could just put a rubber band around your fire button or put a piece of tape on it and pretty much walk away. This is actually something that can be done AFK or semi-AFK if you want to, you know, leave this to get kills while you know, watch a movie, read a book, I don't know, eat dinner or something. So yeah, pretty insane.